Hey everybody, this is Joey Davidson from TechnoBuffalo.com, and I'm here with a quick look at Rogue Legacy. Rogue Legacy released for the PC on June 27th. We snagged it on Steam for 15 bucks, but you can get it directly from the developer's website at the same price, and they'll even include a free Steam key, which I wish we knew when we purchased this game last week, but we'll include a link for you guys to head directly to their website in order to snag it. The title is only for the PC right now, but it is being developed for Mac and Linux as well. That will come later, according to the devs. So real quickly, Rogue Legacy is a 2D dungeon crawler with procedurally generated levels. You're seeing me kind of select characters and upgrade my keep right now, and I'll get to explaining more of that in just a second. It features permanent death, sort of, but I'll get to that later too, an upgrade system, and your characters even have disabilities. Seriously, I believe that this character has dyslexia. So every time you die, you pick a descendant to start a new game with, and that descendant might be dyslexic, like this guy, gigantic, really fast, really small, colorblind, stereo blind, whatever, you get the point. They all have disabilities that make them more interesting to play, and it gives the game kind of a new twist every single time you start it up. So I'll talk more specifically about Rogue Legacy here in a second, but I did want to touch on its genre first. It belongs to the subgenre of roguelikes. So, while Rogue Legacy is actually a semi-roguelike, or I believe the developers are calling it a rogue light, as in like light soda? I don't know. Roguelikes are basically a subgenre of gaming that typically features a standard list of mechanics. They're insanely hard, which you're seeing here in just a second. They feature permanent death, and most of their encounters are randomly generated. This is a really old genre of gaming that's sort of seen some new love in recent years. One of my favorite games from last year, I don't know, time abandons me when I try to talk about these things. One of my favorite games from the last couple years is FTL Faster Than Light. That is a roguelike as well. But the genre is way old. The first game, Rogue, which is where roguelike comes from, was released for the Unix platform way back in 1980. And that's pretty much what started this trend, and in recent years it's become more and more popular to do this. So what makes Rogue Legacy a roguelite instead of a roguelike? When you die, you grow stronger. So rather than a new game starting completely from scratch, you'll upgrade your mana and weaponry, you'll unlock new characters, and you'll basically have a bigger stronging point because your guy grows as you die and upgrade new features. So it's not like you're going to spend all this money on upgrades and then all of a sudden you won't have access to them anymore because you're dead. Those upgrades carry across generations. So I guess in the lore of the game, the weapons, the metals, the armor, everything that you unlock gets passed down, but so the genetics of being stronger and faster and bigger and whatever else. So you're going to die a lot in Rogue Legacy, which I do as well. I mean, this is actually one of my longer runs, which isn't really a testament to how good or bad I am at this game. I'm terrible at it, for the record. I'm just gonna... Sir Gordon has been slain by a skeleton. And then you'll see me jump back into the main menu, and I'll pick a new descendant. So this was the guy that I just had. This is our new guy. I could be a barbarian. They all have special traits. This guy's a giant. The guy above him is really tiny. The guy below him is talented. I don't know, he's a savant. I'm not even sure what that means yet. This guy would also be stereo blind, which means that the 3D aspects of the game are gone, but I'm going to go with Lady Priscilla, the barbarian, who's also a giant. This is the aforementioned manor. So I do have some bucks to spend, and I could just upgrade my sword here with the blacksmith, which is what I think I'm going to do. And the weird thing about Rogue Legacy is that when you go to approach this castle at the beginning of every round, you're greeted by this phantom, and you have to give all your money to get it in, basically start playing. Basically, you want to spend all of your money on upgrades before you enter the castle every single time. So every single time you play, you're going to be buying upgrades. It's so tough. This game does work with a controller, which is really nice if you're someone who likes to play in big picture mode on Steam, which I do. So that's great, and it actually controls really, really well. It's hard. I mean, this is a precision platformer with like hack and slash mechanics. Your sword swings are super slow, so you kind of have to balance out when you're fighting and when you're dodging and running for your life. And being a giant, as you're seeing here with Lady Priscilla, makes it even harder. One also pretty cool thing that I wanted to mention about Rogue Legacy is the game's soundtrack. So I'm actually going to kind of fade out here for just a minute just so you guys can listen to the music and watch me dodge all of these fireballs or not dodge them. I get distracted. Like a turkey leg pops out and I'm like, hey, I get that turkey leg. See? And then I get hit. Turkey leg, useless. So anyway, pay attention to the music and I'll be back on the other side. Okay, so like I said at the very beginning of this game, one of the big staples of the roguelike genre is its intense, brutal difficulty. And I think you guys are probably getting a pretty good taste of what that's like in play. I'm not good at this game. I'm not going to suggest I'm good at this game. I'm not. I'm terrible at it. But to my defense, I think I have a whopping 30 minutes of play under my belt before recording this video, so I'm going to get much better, guys. I promise. Probably not. It's meant to be tough. And you see me here, I'm going to take a lot of sacrifice. That chest is clearly going to have so much gold into it, so I'm just going to jump down here, take the hit, look at all that fat loot, getting hit harder, and I split. This is a roguelike, and Rogue Legacy is a blast. For 15 bucks, I kind of am in love with it already. I can really wholeheartedly recommend it to anybody who kind of wants more challenge out of the games. If you like the really tough stuff, this one's going to be for you. I'm going to die here pretty soon. This here is probably my longest run in this game, and I'm really proud of it, and I didn't do anything. I'm terrible at it. Thank you guys for watching so much. We'll be back again with another episode of Let's Play. For now, this has been Joey Davidson. I'm Joey Davidson with Roguelike. It's out now for 15 bucks. Check the link below for the developer's website to snag the game for yourself. And until next week, Lady Priscilla is out. Stupid Grey Knight.